Don't you dare cause any trouble.
Don't worry. I'm going to see Farkash. Do you know where I might find him?
I have no idea. But Chaplain Bohumil or that foreign barber surgeon might know. Or Millida in the bathhouse. She knows everything. Take care.
While their falsehoods and indulgences condemn all Christendom to eternal torture. And with you? Can that be right? Salvation cannot be for sale. But what do they say? Repent, and you shall be forgiven. And empty spaces where their hearts should be. They offer salvation to anyone who fills their cup.
My respects. You silly doggy. What can I do for you?
You certainly know about everything that goes on here in the camp, right?
Of course. The bathhouse is like a second confessional. But instead of prayers and fasting, our sinners can expect wine and wenches.
I need to ask about a matter that's rather, delicate.
I hope it's nothing too vulgar.
No, nothing like that. But I'd appreciate if it stayed between the two of us. I need to know where they keep the prisoners here. I'm here to negotiate the release of a captured knight. But the whole thing seems fishy. I need to make sure the right man is being held captive here.
I understand, but I can't give you much advice. When I went to see the blacksmith with some herbs for back pain, I passed a tent with two men standing in front of it. Someone inside was groaning and moaning. I thought someone had dragged one of my girls in there. I wanted to go in and give him hell, but those two wouldn't let me in. They said it was none of my business and I should be on my merry way. I thought it was suspicious.
I'll be sure to go there. Do you know where I could find Farkash? I don't really know my way around here.
Do you mean Laszlo Farkash?
That's the one.
Oh, really? He's easy to find. His tent is right below the smithy. It's big and red, and it's always surrounded by a band of cumans.
Wallow in gold. While their falsehoods and indulgences condemn all Christendom to eternal torture. Can that be right? Salvation cannot be for sale. What do they say? Hey, így a fogadásunk se érvényes.
Attól még az adósságod megmarad.
A faszomba hát most?
What would you like?
I need something repaired. Word about the price.
Well, I suppose we can try.
Do you accept?
That's almost an acceptable price. Almost. You'll convince me with that price. Great! Happy to be of service. Take care.
What do you have for sale? I'd like to discuss the price.
Finally. I was glad to be of help to you, sir.
A fenében! Mire klágyiszni? Nezhetek, kurva!
You silly donkey. Hear ye good people, how you'll learn that the church is rotten. Hear what Master Yankee... While their falsehoods and indulgences condemn all Christendom to eternal Can that be right? Salvation cannot be saved. And you shall be forgiven. Have you stolen?
Sir Laszlo Farkas?
Yes?
I'm here on behalf of Sir Jan of Sukadleski. My task is to negotiate with you the terms for the release of his brother, Knight Peter.
Really?
He gave me a letter with his seal. Here,
Very well.
can we discuss the matter?
Certainly. But please allow me one question. Why has Jan sent an intermediary to handle such an important affair?
Well, since he came all the way here, there are some other matters he'd like to deal with. His brother's captivity is just an unpleasant hold for him that he'd like to get over and done with. Once we come to an agreement here, I'll see him at the inn by the oak to inform him.
I see. Personally, I too would like to close this matter quickly. I think it is in the interest of us both. So, let us begin.
Let's talk about the ransom. How much are you asking for?
Let us be sincere with each other. What do you say?
All right.
Jan knew beforehand how much coin I would want for the night. But he still sent you here to haggle. He is trying to offend me. But there is one more thing to negotiate about. The knight's armor and weapons. They belong to me now. If I return them, I want to get at least a fraction of their worth.
As far as I know, ransom isn't paid for a captive's gear. Jan wants him back in the same state as you took him, sir.
Very well. Have it your way. The price remains the same.
I'd like to see the captive.
Out of the question.
Well, how am I to know whether you're really holding Peter Sukadleski captive?
Indeed, trust is essential to negotiating. I trust that you are Jan's envoy. That is also why you are still alive. And now, you trust me in return.
But Jan will want...
It is I who set the terms. And I say that you will not see the captive until the handover.
Where will the handover take place?
Once you pay the ransom, you can come and get Peter of Suchotleski right here.
We'd rather do the handover on neutral ground. To be on the safe side.
Your master has given you exact instructions, has he? What is your idea then?
How about Suchdol Fortress? Under the watchful eyes of the Lords of Pisek.
Go and make a fool out of someone else. And tell your lord if he wants to see his brother, he will do what I tell him. On the hill between Miskovitz and Horshen, there is a mill. It is visible from far away. You can't miss it. We will have peace and quiet up there, and no one will be able to overhear what we are saying.
Sounds good to me.
Once you leave, send the boy from the inn to the camp. He delivers supplies and will know who to give the message to.
That should be everything. Christ! Is that Peter? Oh, Jan's not gonna like this.
May God give you health, sir.
Can I ask you something?
You complain? What happened?
What? No, I'm not making a complaint. Why should I?
Köszönöm, Istenem. I chief of soldiers and I hear only complain and more complain. Always. They kill hands, they scare children, horse trample cabbage and eat carrot. This country full of complaining and whining.
I'm not complaining about anything.
That good. You real man.
God bless you.
Where do you think you're going? That's it. And next time, don't go keeping around there.
Why did you leave your country of birth?
That is a very personal question, and we are not that well acquainted yet. Forgive me, but I would rather not talk about it. Not now, at least.
And how do you like Bohemia?
Do you want to hear the truth, or should I praise it to high heaven?
The truth. You don't need to spare my feelings.
Then, all I can say is that this muddy hill is about the only thing I have seen of your country, and that has not made much of an impression on me. But there is still time. Perhaps I will have the good fortune to see more beautiful sights.
Where is this Mali? And what's it like?
Similar to your country, yet completely different. You mine silver, we gold. But in our country, it would never happen that we allow foreigners into our mines. Overall, it is safer in our country. Nobody will waylay you on your journey. And we treat women with greater respect and set great store by learning.
Well, it's not all that bad here, though, is it?
I admit that there are some things I envy you for. Like what you can do with stone.
What is Mecca like? I've heard people from all over the world go there.
Mainly followers of the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. Praise be his name. But the journey is dangerous. I was robbed and arrived in the city as a pauper. Fortunately, I was helped by a couple of my compatriots. But even so, I did not spend long there. Let us say that I was foolish then, and foreign customs took me by surprise. I went to Cairo, where I learned geography and law, so that I would be better prepared the next time. But I never went back to Mecca.
Why not?
I would rather not talk about this, my friend. All I can say is that there are a few rich men and their beautiful wives who I do not want to meet again.
You were in Granada? Where is that?
Go west from here until you reach the sea, then south to a place called Peninsula Iberica. But I would not go there if I were you. The magnificent Alhambra Palace is forbidden to Christians like you. It is a pity in any case. Such a beautiful and rich country, yet bathed in so much blood.
Blood?
Yes. Sultan Mohammed must constantly repel attacks from the north. That is why I started studying physics, in fact. I wanted to make an impression on the Sultan because swords and cannons are not for me. Let others cut off heads. I can sew them back on again.
Where is Venice, in fact?
You do not know, my friend? Educate yourself a little. It is not far from here, on the other side of the Alps. Remember that learning is like a garden. If you do not tend it, it cannot bear fruit. Venice is an incredible city that floats on the sea, like a huge stone ship. People from all over the world go there to trade. I help them as a translator, especially for Christian envoys from Ethiopia on a pilgrimage to Rome. If only you could have seen their glorious arrival in the city. Their procession stretched from the port to the city center, and they had live leopards as a gift for the king of Venice. But I did not stay long. I, who was accustomed to the Sultan's court, being asked to live among sailors, out of the question.
How did you come to be with the Osmonds?
By complete chance. In Venice, I joined an expedition that was heading to India, but we were attacked by pirates. Fortunately, I was saved by Sultan Bayezid's warship, though it did not seem like good fortune at the time. You must understand that there are not many of my countrymen among the Osmonds. The last time was probably in the days of Mansa Musa, but the Sultan soon found out that I had lived among Europeans, and I could talk to all the envoys who came to him. So I became useful.
So why didn't you stay there?
Because we were about to be overwhelmed by the Golden Horde, led by the butcher named Timur. I had quite enough of war in Granada. So when envoys from Hungary came to the Sultan, I managed to persuade them to take me away with them.
What's Sigismund's court like?
I would also like to know that, my friend. But I am stuck here. One would think that the king would value physicians and sages who have traveled the world. But no. He did not even make me his personal physician. He prefers to trust your quacks and sent me here.
It's reckless to speak about Sigismund like that.
I do not think so, my friend, since it is unlikely you will ever get a chance to complain to him.
I'm new to the camp. Could you show me around? If you don't have too much work, that is.
Well, I suppose it will be all right, if I am not here for a while. At least I can practice your language. You use some strange phrases, you know? But that does not matter now. Let us go.
Hey, there you are. Come here quickly. I need to talk with you.
Fine. I'm coming.
So, as you have no doubt realized, this...
What do you want?
What do I want? What the fuck do I want? To smash your face, break your legs, cut your balls off. Oh, precisely what Basan and his friends want to do to me.
What? Why?
You have the nerve to ask. You were supposed to leave a replica of that blasted sword in his tent. You said you did it.
We'll figure it out. Don't worry. Where's the real sword now?
Where should it be? I got rid of it. Threw it in the river. If he found it on me...
There, you see? Nobody knows, and nobody will find out. You're safe.
But you tricked me. You really thought I wouldn't find out? Just wait, you whoreson. I'll show you.
Easy there, killer. I could also go to Basan myself and tell him how it really was.
You wouldn't do that.
Try and touch me, and you'll see.
Fine then. Be gone. I don't want to see you ever again, is that clear?
I'm sorry.
No stupid mistakes now.
This part of the camp is mainly for humans. So if you are looking for one, he will be either here or near the bathhouse. We will take a look there too. Do not... Over there is the pen where they used to have tournaments. Until the captains banned them. But that is a long story. Speaking of the captains here, do you know who's in charge of them?
I've no idea.
You should put that right there. What if you come across one of the commanders and bump into him by mistake? He might have you back for I would not like to have to stitch you back together. The camp as a whole is run by Sir Grozav or Borumlaka. That is a village somewhere in Transylvania, as far as I know. He is an interesting man, I'm sure. but he has a lot of trouble with the camp. So he tends to be, as you say, grumpy. Then there are the humans who are commanded in battle by Cheritan. You will not meet him very often. He often has meetings with the king himself, Zedlets. He is not a very cheerful man, but he seems a fair-minded commander to me. And he is an outstanding archer, it seems. How about you and archery, my friend?
I try to steer clear of fighting, though that's not always possible.
Really? You are like me, my friend. As a physician, I can tell you that nothing harms human health as much as a blade in the belly. Well, there is enough of that. What were we talking about?
You were telling me about the commanders here.
Ah, yes. The camp captains. As I said, Sir Grozav commands the camp. Cheritan commands in battle. And the third one joined us a few weeks ago. Dietrich Katz, with his Prague artillery regiment. It is a pity you will not be staying for longer. Dietrich is good to talk to, if he is not drinking too much. And over there is our bathhouse. It is not the sight for sore eyes, my friend. And women, of course, not these ones. Ah, a man should keep reminding himself that zina, what you call fornication, is a shameful deed, opening the road to other evils. By the way, what about you and women, my friend?
Women and me don't go together.
Moderation and self-denial are certainly virtues. But as a physician, I advise you not to spend your whole life alone. You should find a good woman as soon as possible. Marry her, and to do her what you see in her eyes. Our Lord Allah, Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, creates us in His and grants us love in our hearts, so that we may love another.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Sometimes think I ought to settle down.
Do it. It's definitely a nicer life than in such a camp as this. Imagine a roof over your head instead of a leaking tent, food cooked with love instead of a gruel cooked on a campfire. And at night. So, in this part of the camp, you see the tents of various mercenaries from Germany, Poland, Hungary. In short, everyone who came to fill their pockets. You can have items repaired by the smith, and if you're hungry, the kitchen is over there. The food will please you more than me, I think. Treating meat in that way. I simply cannot eat it. Do you know where the food is truly great? In Granada. So much fruit, sweet pastries, fish. In one banquet, the cooks use more spices than your entire country in a year.
You've been to Granada?
In the court of Sultan Muhammad VII himself. That is where I became a physician. That was when Granada was attacked by Martin Yanez de la Barbuda. And I did not want to die in some battle. So I found a safer way to be useful. You know, I have done a lot of traveling, my friend. From Timbuktu to Mecca. And from Granada to Venice. And now, here. But nowhere has the food been worse than here.
I'd like to try some foreign delicacy.
That will be difficult. The local inns serve nothing but porridge and old bread. But maybe you will see the world one day and find out that there are more flavors than just salt and honey. But your country is beautiful, all the same. And up here is where Katz's company of Prague artillerymen are billeted. To the great displeasure of everyone else in the camp. At your service, I must say. You can see why. It is the best spot. Right next to the captains. And when it rains, all the filth runs downhill to the cumans and mercenaries areas. Here is the pillory. May Allah, the compassionate, ensure you never end up in it. And if you go around the hill, you will come to the camp shooting range. I recommend visiting it. The cumans must be born with a bow in their hands. But I will not escort you that far, if it lasts. I do not like to leave the infirmary unattended for long. Alaka Anben. Hold on. I'm just going to clean it for you. Don't worry.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Here you go. Take it.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
You shouldn't be
What's
bothering
got
us.
into that dog?
God bless you, sir.
Excuse me, sir. My name is Henry, and
Forget the pleasantries. Czego chcesz?
I've come about Sir Jerzek of Holochlawi.
Ależ, no w takim razie to zacznij gorzz, prawda? Such a distinguished visit. What do you want from me?
I want you to give him his things back. His armor and horse.
Oh, you want them, do you? Well, I suppose I ought to get right to it. And toss in a few extra groschen on top, eh? I'd rather let the armor rust than give it back to Jerzek. Did he even tell you how he lost it?
He told me you argued, and he challenged you to a duel.
And did he tell you why?
Because you torched a village full of innocent people.
Innocent people? Precz tego skurwysyna. They tried to cheat us. They gave us sacks full of sand instead of flour. They knew exactly what could happen to them.
But I understand that you're mad at Jerzek, but he needs help. It's just not right for a lord to become a thief.
So that is what his lordship from Holochlavi is doing now.
What else is left when you've taken everything from him? You're the only one who can do anything about it.
Yes, maybe I can send my men to drag him here in chains and lash him with a whip.
Now, you know what? Since there's no reasoning with you, we'll do it another way. In the name of Sir Jerzek, I challenge you to a duel.
You? You'd better turn around and be glad I'm not going to kick your ass out of here.
Well now, is the brave knight afraid he might lose to me? What would your men say about that?
Careful, boy. You have been quite entertaining so far, but I will not be mocked.
All the more reason to give me a good beating then, isn't it? And in public, no less.
Well, if you want it so badly, let us do this properly. We will engage in 3 rounds. Pole arms first, then short swords and shields. And finally, like proper knights, with longswords. Each man shall take his own weapons and armor, and whoever bests their opponent in at least 2 rounds wins. I will wager Jezek's horse and knightly armor. You match the price in groschen. What do you say?
I accept.
Excellent! Get yourself the necessary armor and equipment. When you are ready, bring me the coin, and we will start.
All right, I'm ready. We can fight.
Top Spaniale! But you have to put down the coin up front.
Here you go. Down to the last groschen.
Just how I like it. How should the herald introduce you?
I trained as a blacksmith, and I'm not ashamed of it. Let everyone know that today, you will be defeated by Henry the blacksmith.
Suit yourself, brave blacksmith. But you will see there is a big fucking difference between a hammer and a sword. Come on, I cannot wait.
Hail, gentlemen, brave knights, loyal comrades. Today, we will witness a duel between Sir Zavish of Garboth, called the Black, and Henry the Blacksmith. Henry, a commoner, will fight today in the name of Sir Jezek of Holohlavi. The noble lord of Garboth has decided to accept the challenge because of this very fact. With 3 duels, they will settle once and for all the dispute between the Lord of Garboth and the Lord of Holohlavi. I ask both combatants to take their positions and take up arms. Let the clash of pole arms begin.
No, you don't.
I can't believe it myself. He's beaten the Lord of Garboth. Both combatants may now catch their breath and have a bath maid tend to their wounds before the next round. combatants are ready for the second round. Duel with one weapon can begin.
I'm here!
And thus the duel of shields comes to an end. And the winner is... Henry the Blacksmith! Unbelievable! God must have guided his hand. Both combatants may now tend to their wounds and rearm themselves for the third and final duel. The noblest fight begins. The long-sword duel.
Surprise! No, you don't. I'm bleeding!
The long-sword duel is at its end, and the undisputed winner is... Henry the Blacksmith! He's defeated his rival with an incredible performance. All three duels were well fought, and God was on the side of the one in the right. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. Not only has the brave Henry won glory, he's cleared the name of Lord Yeshek of Holoplavi from disgrace, while he put the Lord of Garabov to shame with his performance. The dispute between these two gentlemen is now at an end. Glory to the victor, honor to the vanquished.
Well, is that everything?
Is it not enough for you? I cannot believe it! I, the champion of tournaments all the way from Brittany to Venice, and I end up beaten by a yokel like you, with his finger up his nose.
I thought losing would make you angrier.
I would like to kill you like a dog, but you won fair and square. I must give you that. You will find the horse stabled up by the gate, and you can take the armor from my chest.
Haven't you forgotten something?
The groschen are in the chest, too.
Farewell, Lord of Garbov.
Well, off you go, and good luck.